you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, good. So let's just jump straight in because what's it like for you to have, a couple of guest stints and then say, "Oh, would you like to come on board as a series regular?"
It was a surprise, a very pleasant surprise. I was very curious as to how they would pull that off. The fact that I was an ex-con and looked like I was going back to prison again, trying to kill Dan. But I guess, let bygones be bygones. And thanks to Abby, to Melissa's character, Abby Stone, who signed off on an Operation Second Chance. She gave old Julianne a chance to come back and practice law again, which apparently I had done before I was in the slammer. Who
I know
knew?
you find out so much about your own character from this.
Yeah, I'm still finding out. Every week I get more little hints as to why I'm the way I am and where I came from. Yeah.
So, what's that like then for you to not have everything? Because the character would know herself, but you're learning it as it's happening. So, what's that like for you? Because you can't prep for this.
Yeah, you kind of jump on a moving train and hope that you find your bearings. And they're very helpful. And when I have questions, they try to answer them. And I've been able to throw in some ideas of my own about what maybe made her the way she is. And so it's sort of fun. It's kind of building your character as you go. And that's very different from being there from the beginning, where you have an outline and you kind of together build this universe. I'm sort of playing catch up in a way, but they're very generous and kind to me and allowing me to stumble through.
I mean, I suppose it adds to the comedy as well.
Yeah, yeah. And the good news is she's not the most stable person. And if she isn't taking her medication, she can go really off the tracks. So any kind of like inconsistency in her character actually works to my benefit. So yeah, I mean I am criminally insane. So yeah, I have to make sure that I take my medicine, but I'd rather not do it all the time.
That's the thing. So, I've seen the screener for the first episode, and she says, as long as I take my meds, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
tease, spoiler, this is
So that's
foreshadowing something.
a little preview of things to come. Yeah. No, that's way more fun. I mean, I always love playing characters who are a little off. She's like way off. And she's very bright and can be charming. And but she's not the most reliable like character in the world. And there are reasons why she is the way she is. And you'll learn some of those as the season goes by.
So I mean, we get now this reunion though with Dan and poor Dan trying to face his ex who tried to kill him. What's that been like for the two, like for you and John, to come back together for like now more episodes than just like one or two here and there?
Well, I think they're just setting up that this is a very complicated dynamic where there is some chemistry there, but that they both acknowledge that they probably would have a very violent relationship and maybe that's not healthy. So they're trying to just go in and do their jobs and beat each other in court rather than in life. And we'll see how long that lasts.
So just as my last question, like this this is like a revival more than a reboot. Did you watch the original when it was out? What was it like to come into like this revival series?
Well, the strangest thing of all is, yes, I did watch it. And the set is exactly the same. And, Harry's office, which is now Abby's office, is identical. So I asked John and Marcia Warfield when she came and was a guest, I said, are there ghosts here? There are some people on this crew and staff that were part of the original series. So there's a great history there. But they said, yeah, it was pretty weird coming back here because so many of those people have passed, so many of the actors who were in the original are no longer with us. So it's kind of an homage to all that came before and trying to honor what the original one was and then just sort of modernizing it and bringing some new life into it.
But did it ever feel like there was pressure? Like, I mean, you were fortunate, like at first you were only coming in as a guest star, but now that you're coming in as a series regular, do you feel like any pressure to be able to keep, you know, keep the nostalgia and make it fresh at the same time?
I think anytime you're starting off with a new character, especially once the rest of them have all been working together for a couple of seasons, yeah, I had some trepidation. Like I hope I can bring something new to the dance, and I don't want to mess with what they've been doing that's been working for them. Um, but you just kind of have to do catch up, where you have to figure out for yourself, okay, where did I come from? Who am I? And they've been really great about answering my questions as time goes by. Um, but yeah, it's a work in progress, and but that's the challenge of it too, which makes it very interesting.
And I think that the whole cast just seems like such a family as well, and it just seems
Yeah,
to you all seem to gel.
yeah, and I have to say, it starts with Melissa, who is one of the most generous, lovely people I've ever met. And she's not only a mother and the executive producer of this, but she's the lead and she pretty much drives the show every week and does it with such grace and makes it all seem so simple and is always there to see how everybody else is doing. She's like the little young mama of the whole thing. And she really does set the tone. So it's a very, very happy set. I've talked to so many people on that crew and in the staff who have just sort of shared how grateful they are to be a part of that, because it's a very happy place to go every day.
Well, thank you so much for your time. It's been a pleasure chatting to you.
You too. Good
Thank
luck with your hair.
thank you.